I have proclaimed martial law in accordance with the powers vested in the President by the Constitution of the Philippines.
Ferdinand Marcos used the looming threat of communism to wrest power, first by suspending the writ of habeas corpus. A writ of habeas corpus, which literally means to produce the body, is a court order demanding that a public official, such as a warden, deliver an imprisoned individual to the court and shows a valid reason for that person's detention. When Marcos suspended the writ of habeas corpus on August 21, 1971, he then declared martial law in September 21, 1972. It was also the very first day when the democracy was killed. Martial law was not just an invocation of the President's emergency powers under the 1935 Constitution. Marcos went further to assume all governing powers, excluded civilian courts, and systematically replaced the 1935 Constitution with the 1973 Constitution for his own ends. The replacement of the Constitution was done under dubious circumstances. Under martial law, Marcos took extraordinary powers for himself. Election monitors cited widespread vote buying by Marcos loyalists. Military men were placed prominently to intimidate voters. He was the first president who won the election for the second time because he controlled the whole country by using martial law.
As Marcos ruled the Philippines under martial law and his dictatorship, shutting down competing voices and setting up a media outlet that was under his control, Marcos silenced public criticism and controlled the information that the people had access to. By doing so, Marcos had the final say in whatever passed for the truth. After Marcos declared the war, people became slaves of the military. The press, the Congress, and even the Supreme Court had no power because the power became all Marcos and his beloved military force, wherein people had no choice but to bow down in fear that in every simple thing they do, they might be detained without any valid reason. But the most fearful thing for the people during martial law is when they might be killed without proofs of what they have done wrong. Along with so many kinds of abuse in the Marcos regime, the most notorious and heinous crimes were from the military power, wherein they tortured a lot of people. With such power and resources given to the military to save democracy, they were able to commit a number of human rights violations.
Philippines as a woman, a power-hungry president who was looking to extend his term depicted as a rapist, but he succeeded in being the re-election president because of his dictatorship. People can't do something that time.
There are many critics during the Marcos era even up until now, and this is because of the issues concerning the killing of democracy in the Philippines. The country has had a pile of social issues including high price of goods, unemployment, lawlessness, and graft and corruption. These are all the results of his beloved martial law and his obsession to his dictatorship.
Sa isang kulungan bakal ay may taong malungkot umiiyak. Ang tanong niya sa sarili ay kailan magigising na ng liwanag. Malayo ang iniisip at nakakuyong yaring mga palad. Bakit daw siya nagdurusa sa kasalanang di niya ginawa? Kahapon lamang ay kapiling niya kanyang asawa at anak.